there.
All right, everybody, welcome in.
Whoa.
Hold the hell up.
Tank,
I got you, Tank. And for you, big Teddy Long. Sir, how long have you had to edit and create a new intro for the WeBookit Awards this year? You forgot two people. Two. Not one, not three, but two.
It's okay. I guess we'll go fuck ourselves, right, Teddy Long?
I guess we got to go one-on-one with the Undertaker today because obviously we just got buried alive, and we like, you know what?
Hey, damn.
My selections. What does my selections matter? I'm not a part of it. I'm just here. You know,
I ain't gonna tell you I would like for everyone to show up for this episode, but then you got an intro and not even everybody's in this bitch.
I'm just here. I'm just here for moral support. I'll give my honorable mentions when asked upon, but I'm just here for moral support, so I'm here in support of Big Daddy C and Tank, and Coach and some nigga named Virgil. But
yeah, see, this is what happens. This is what happens when people are in power and they win a Booking World Championship, and they just get full of themselves and lose sight of what they need to be doing.
Cue the MJF pipe bomb and Virgil's fucking Tony Khan.
How about this?
Yeah.
How about Big Daddy C? You can kiss my ass. How about that? How about that? Because I literally was getting ready to say, my bad, this is a little outdated. We're actually in the second year of the WeBookit Awards, first and foremost, and we are missing two vital pieces to the podcast, and the other piece is not.
Oh, so you got lazy. Okay, that's fair.
All right.
Fair.
Hey, Tank, guess what? You can join them in kissing my ass too. How about that? Join them in. Dang it! Now look, I'm supposed to be real professional.
Hey, Big Daddy C, how we spell it? LAZY.
Yeah.
Coach, you join them, Coach. You in there too? You gonna say yeah?
I mean, I already kissed everybody else's ass.
It seems already, it's a unanimous vote, from even the people that's not included in the opening line. But hey, I mean, we here now.
Welcome everybody to the second edition of the WeBookit Awards. I'm your host, Virgil. I am brought here by my esteemed co-hosts. I have Coachman, I have Tank, I have Teddy Long, and I have Big Daddy C. We are all here today to honor the best and brightest in wrestling from the year of 2025. Thank you all for tuning in as well. And please be sure to list your picks for each category down below in the comments section. All right, gentlemen, first and foremost, we are going to do this how we did it last year. We want to know Women's Tag Team of the Year. Who are you guys picking for the Women's Tag Team of the Year and why? I'm going to go ahead and start first and foremost with Coachman.
All right. So my pick for Women's Tag Team of the Year, this was a tough one. And it could have gone either way, but I'm going to lean more towards what's a little bit better storytelling for me, and that's with the Kabuki Warriors, with kind of what we've been seeing the last couple weeks with Asuka and Kairi Sane with Kari obviously still showing some babyface tendencies, Asuka in full heel mode, and then of course at the beginning of their reunion you had Asuka pretty much bullying Kari Zane. So I think storyline wise it's going to be really good when Kari finally turns on Asuka and stands up for herself. We're not there yet. We still got a little bit of ways to go, but you can see the seeds being planted for that.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
All right, Tank, who are you picking for Women's Tag Team of the Year?
So, like Coach, it was a little bit hard for me as well. There were a decent amount to choose from. However, in the similar vein, I got to go with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte. I think they've been solid throughout the year. I think the build up to their formation, as well as the title run. However, I think sort of where Kairi Sane is, I'm really hoping for a breakup soon, but with Alexa Bliss being on top of that. I think with her return earlier this year, looking forward to seeing her run as a solo. I think WWE is playing it safe this year with her, of course, returning off of being having a child and everything. So they're playing it safe, having matched with, let's just go ahead and say, one of the best pure female wrestlers of all time, Charlotte Flair, having her match with her. So I'm looking forward to Bliss breaking away from that, but I do have to say, overall, Bliss and Charlotte are my picks for that.
I like it. Teddy Long, who you got?
Can I go last since I was left off the intro? Can I go last?
Fine. Big Daddy C, go ahead.
All right. Me, I'm gonna be a little bit biased on this one because I couldn't really think of anybody else. So I'm gonna go with Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron, the Babes of Wrath. I just think their chemistry, the charisma that they have, the athleticism as well. I think it's definitely showed a lot over these last few months or so, especially with them winning the AEW Women's Tag Team Championships, the first ever, I believe. And so, I think they're on the rise. I think they could potentially have a nice little run with those championships. And so, that was first thing that came to mind. I don't really care about the Kabuki Warriors, never did, even when they were time in Damage Control. But I'm not going to get into that. Sorry, Coach. But yeah, those are my thoughts.
I like it. Teddy Long, you ready now, or no? You still need 2 more minutes.
Who we got so far? We got the Kabuki Warriors, Charlotte, Alexa, Willow Nightingale, and who's the other team? I'm catching y'all picks in the
Virgil hasn't gone yet. He goes last.
Yeah, I haven't went yet.
Oh, he wants to go last.
He goes last because
did we say Katana Chance and I'm just playing.
That's good.
Okay, let me stop. I'm gonna throw a curveball in this. Even though this team isn't a team anymore, the storyline, I was a big fan of it, even though it could have added a little bit more spice to it. But I was a fan of the big three, with Jade and Bianca until that whole run happened. And then even with Naomi and Bianca, I was a fan of that, only because I'm a fan of both Naomi and Bianca, for bias reasons only. But other than that, that would be my tag team that I would go for women's wise, just because they were strong when they had the titles. Like, not too many people could fuck with them.
I like that. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to NXT. And I'm gonna say Sol Ruka and Zarya as my picks for the women's tag team of the year. These two have flirted with transitioning over into feuding each other. They've cost each other titles, championships, but somehow Shawn Michaels has been able to make it make sense in the booking where you keep these two together. They were, like I said, and they keep flirting with the fact that these two are probably going to end up fighting. I would say it'll probably end up happening at Stand and Deliver. However, again, like I said, to me, those two really showed out this year, and I enjoyed them. I'm also glad Big Daddy C picked the AEW team because I didn't want us to all go all WWE on this one, but I'm very thankful for that.
Also Roxanne and Raquel were a great tag team.
Well. Honorable mention for sure. All right, good people. Let's move on to the next category. The next category, folks. Men's Tag Team of the Year. Who we choosing this year for Men's Tag Team of the Year? Every year we see different men come together. Some teams have been put together by choice. Other teams were forced together. So we want to see who you guys chose as the Men's Tag Team of the Year. Coachman, take it away.
Yeah, this one was tough, but I'm going to go over into AEW, and maybe they didn't have the most prestigious run this year, but they still put on some great matches, and storyline-wise, it was really good. I got to go with the Young Bucks on this one.
Yep. The EVPs.
Tank, I think you're up, man.
Oh no, I was waiting. I was waiting you to explain why.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I gave my reason.
He explained why.
Oh,
he said they had great storylines, and he said they had some good matches.
Short and sweet. Gotcha. Tank, go ahead.
Sweet. All right. I look like an idiot now. I got to go with something that was newer through the middle of the year, but athletically, I think you can't beat Styles and Dragon Lee. I think they have been pretty solid throughout the year, the rest of the year, and I mean the amount of highlights that they have throughout their matches. It's been incredible. I think we'll see them lose the titles sooner rather than later. But I think their athleticism has been remarkable, and their coordination with each other has been great. So I got to go with Styles and Dragon Lee.
Okay, I like that. Go ahead, Big Daddy C.
For me, I'm gonna take it old school. I'm gonna go ahead and say the Hardys. Just off the fact the historic run they've had this year, winning countless championships. Whether it's in the Indies or whether it's TNA, NXT, they won championships all over, and we can't forget the legendary final stand match that they had against the Dudley Boys. Just as a fan growing up during the Attitude Era is like everything to me, and I love those were two of my favorite tag teams, and so I just think just off the historic nature alone and the matches that they've had this year, the run they've been on, I think the Hardys are the best tag team of the year.
Okay, Teddy Long, who you got?
Well, I'm being a little odd since I was left off the intro this year. So my tag team, honestly, my tag team of the year, honestly, is the Street Profits.
Okay.
So the Street Profits, just because even when they were left off the main event cards and the programming, like they put on hell of a matches. Like that ladder match they had, that ladder match they had for the SmackDown tag titles on SmackDown, like should have been a WrestleMania. That should have been a WrestleMania match, hands down, just because they fucking killed it. Like they really do work well with other tag teams. That's why I go with them. As far as my favorites. But my honorable mentions though, like low key, Ray Phoenix and Andrade were a fucking fire ass tag team when they were together in WWE.
Yeah.
Then I have a bias because one of them is my family, but the New Day.
Okay.
But put me down for Street Profits overall.
I was going to mention the New Day as an honorable mention for me too, because they have been really good this year. And
they've been putting over left and right.
Yeah. And they were able to really revamp themselves, and even with adding Grayson Waller and getting some of the heat from him too. It just was really, really good. A really, really good year for the New Day.
It was a really good pivot in the fact of the real life thing that Big E can't wrestle again.
Yeah.
So with him not wrestling again, and with WWE not re-exploring Odyssey Jones in that situation, like they had to do something. And what better heat to take than Grayson Waller already having heat and how he was already having promos with Austin Theory.
Yep.
So
I also respect. I had to throw this in here. I also respect how New Day, despite how many years that they've been a team, no matter if they're in the title picture or not, they're still relevant. You know what I mean? And I think that's important in any generation of WWE is relevancy and staying relevant.
They're the actual locker room leaders. Like talk to one of them gave me tickets for my daughter's birthday last year, and I'm working on an angle to see if I can get them on camera, but it's gonna be like shooting in the dark. But we're gonna see. I'm working on it. But
don't mention my name yet. Don't mention my name yet. Yeah.
That's what I said. I can't mention. I'm not mentioning names.
No. We gotta be shocked.
One of them actually is family. But the tickets he gave me had me sitting behind the shadow crew is what they call themselves, and they're the ringside crew. And I got to actually talk to a lot of the people, that put the ring together, put the stuff together. This was when they was in St. Louis and did the double taping. But
Fritos was at that show.
They were like,
Fritos was there.
Huh?
Fritos was at that show too.
Yeah, because that was the show they did. The SmackDown, they did 2 tapings of Raw that night. But no, the crew was like those guys are like the New Day. They were like they're really humble, really nice guys. Like they're really the locker room leaders. Like shit gets done because of them in the back. So like big kudos to them because they really make shit happen. Little do we know in the IWC.
Yeah.
Have you also noticed though? Like again, I'm sorry for interrupting and everything, but like even when they're on TV being heel, you can tell they don't want to be heel because we've all seen the behind the scenes footage with them, but they know that somebody's got to be the part, and I love it. I love everything about what they do.
Agreed. I'm gonna go for a tag team of the year. I wanted to have 2 because I feel like both these tag teams really deserve the credit.
Hey, this is a great year to do it since 2 of us were left off of the thing, so two might be the magical number this night,
DIY
is on a roll.
Who knows, dude?
And we gonna mute. All right, so DIY. And I also want to give the Judgment Day some love because JD McDonough and Finn Balor have done a miraculous, fantastic job holding down the Raw tag team division, doing their part this year, like I said, and especially JD McDonough really, really being the workhorse for WWE as far as just being able to put on good match after good match after good match. And then, of course, you already know what Finn Balor bringing to the table all the time. And then, obviously, DIY on the SmackDown side, those guys have been holding down the SmackDown tag team division. They moved them over and had both of them going after the United States Championship. And I just really appreciate the fact that both of those tag teams were stalwarts all year long for WWE on Raw and SmackDown. All right.
Say Trip, that's all Triple H though. I gotta be honest. I mean, we all know it. Triple H,
DIY, and who?
DIY and the Judgment Day.
Okay.
Finn Balor and
JD.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the next segment. Best promo of the year on the microphone. All right. Who do you guys think gave the best promo of the year? Coachman, we're going to go ahead and go with you.
Okay. So for me, I went with John Cena's first promo as a heel when he basically made that little kid cry in the front row. Besides him, like, berating the crowd. This was something we hadn't seen in about 20 years. So this was a huge moment in the making just for that. And in my opinion, I thought it delivered everything we needed in a proper heel turn. He had his motivation, he had his reasonings. Like, if they didn't ruin it, it had started out very strong, and then it just went to complete shit after WrestleMania. Actually, during WrestleMania, let's be honest, it went downhill right at WrestleMania. But I will always remember that first heel promo that he gave, because that one was must watch TV. There, you had to see what Cena was going to say when his first return after turning heel.
I agree. Tank, promo of the year.
So I got 2 in solidarity with my brother Teddy Long.
Dose.
I got. I honestly, it was hard to choose between these two. I had to put both. Cena's version of the pipe bomb.
Damn it!
I think. hey, we can agree. Like that.
Yeah, that was definitely mine.
That was honestly, as soon as you heard him start talking, and everything about that with CM Punk in the middle of the ring through the table, that was just amazing. But I also had to throw in Cody's promo about to Nick, basically saying, "You work for me," and his big thing. I know, Big Daddy C. You know, Bird's back there. Bird knows which one I'm talking about because he posted on his story today. "You work for me" promo is, I think it encapsulates everything that Cody Rhodes has been about since he's been back. I think we've all said it before. Cody Rhodes is money. He's worked his ass off this year and every year that he's been back, and even further than that. So those 2 promos for me are tied, and I think they both had an impact on this year's.
I like it. Big Daddy C.
Yeah, for me, I got Cody promo with Nick Aldis. It kind of like, we've seen Cody give these fiery promos, but like not to this extent to where he's like defying authority and while bragging about his accolades. Like, this is a whole different, this was a whole different twist. So I think based on the severity of like the situation with him and Drew McIntyre, then the whole like attacking him at his house, everything that came after, I just feel like there was more like intensity, more personal. Like, it was more personal on this promo than it was with Cena and some of the other promos. So I think that will be my promo of the year.
Okay, I like that. Go ahead, Teddy Long.
Man, they killed me because they that Cena pipe bomb was definitely my that was probably my number 1 promo of the year for me. But since they used that one, I'm a flip it.
Okay.
Because I liked, it's honorable mention, but I liked Naomi's promo after becoming world champion, and when she was relinquishing the title, like that promo right there, it was real. It was no script. It was be you, and I'm glad they let her be her for that one. But then I gotta throw a plot twist and throw that fucking promo from this past week with Drew McIntyre to Cody Rhodes. Like, that shit was fucking fire.
That was gonna be mine.
That was gonna be diabolical. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was some diabolical shit. And MJF return.
Yep.
That we'll get to it.
All good. All good promos, all good choices, guys. For me, I would say that I thought that Ricky Saints really cut some good promos down in NXT I really have enjoyed the stuff he's been doing in NXT. But his promo after he turned heel on Trick after he turned heel and cost Javon Evans the NXT championship.
Hold on, Virgil. Hold on. Excuse me, Virgil. Hey, Big Daddy C, can you mute that mic, bitch?
Wow, what a touchdown!
No, hey,
MIZ, baby.
You upset about your team right now, losing 3 straight. But hey, let me enjoy this. All right.
Shout out some respect to MIZ. I do have to show some respect to that. But
Coach, thank you for producing this young man.
You are very welcome.
Thank you.
I mean,
all right. I hate you guys
in the playoffs.
Who's your promo, Virgil? You said Ricky Saints.
Ricky Saints, yes, I'm going with Ricky Saints, guys, as my promo of the year. I think that he did his thing this year for WWE and NXT. I really enjoyed all of his work, but that promo after he turned heel essentially and cost Javon Evans the NXT championship and told him that he needs to wait in the back of the line and he needed to remind everybody just who he was. I feel like that was some of the best work that he's done, and I'm excited to see what heel Ricky Saints is going to do. So
yeah, but
I got a question.
On top of that, Virgil, if you really love that, I'm sure you've seen it, but watch his promo on MJF back when he was with AEW, because he sort of goes back and forth on that, and in terms of needing to remind people who he is, and he just roasts the shit out of MJF. And I think that if you haven't seen it, go back and look, because he knows how to cut a freaking promo.
Okay. What was your thought process, Teddy Long? What were you asking?
I was asking, Blake Monroe has only been in WWE this year, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Did Tony Storm cut that promo on her this year or last year? Because y'all know which one I'm talking about, where she was like, you'll go anywhere and you'll just be nothing, no matter where you are, what you do.
Was that late last year?
I think it was
early this year.
Late last year, yeah.
That was late last year?
Yeah.
I thought so. I
was
thought
wondering
so.
if that was last year or early this year, like January of this year.
It was one hell of a promo, though. I know which one you're talking about.
I was just curious. I was curious because that popped up, and I was like, that was a damn good promo. Tony Storm be cutting some good promos. I'll give her that.
Mm-hmm.
She really do.
There's not too many promo cutting greats in fucking AEW. I'm sorry. There's only maybe like a handful. And the handful being MJF.
Fair.
All right, y'all. Here we go. The next segment. Heel of the year. The dirty, dastardly bastards who make us love to hate them all the time. Who would you guys pick as your heel of the year? Who's the top heel of the year?
I got one.
Go ahead, Coach.
Man, this one was a tough one. I had so many names written down for this, and I crossed out a bunch. But the one who stood out to me because of what they did, not only storyline-wise, not only in the ring, but also on social media.
I already know where you're going. I already know where you're fucking going.
And it's got to be Naomi.
Yeah.
She was so entertaining this year and rightfully got that women's championship. Unfortunately, she got pregnant, kind of killed the vibe a little bit. But
unfortunately, but at the same time, that could have preserved her storyline a whole lot more than what they probably could have fucked her up and did.
Very true, yes. But even now, even with her out of action, she's still firing off the tweets, and that's dedication right there. And that's why I love Naomi, and she's my heel of the year.
You curveballed me because I thought you were going somewhere else with this.
I think
I know.
Am I next, Virgil? I just
yes.
want to make sure. Okay. I thought you were going this direction as you were saying, Coach, but I got to go with Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to say it, because Drew McIntyre to me I love Drew McIntyre. I love what he's done since he's been back. I love everything about it. But what sucks about this pick for me is that I couldn't put MJF on this because MJF has been out a lot this year. But at the same time, Drew's promos this year, his not giving a fuck attitude, excuse my language, but just his overall aura coming into the ring, delivering the promos, like Teddy Long said, his referencing Brandy and the family against Cody, as well as his dad, but also referencing the him in hell, dude, this man is on a tear. We'll see what 2026 has for him. I personally think he's going to beat Cody, as much as I hate to say that. But I think he's got to have the title at this point. And that's my choice for heel of the year.
I like it. Go ahead, Big Daddy C.
Yeah, I got to roll with Drew as well. I just think Drew don't give a shit, man. Like he one of those true heels that he does not he don't give a shit about. And all he cares about winning. He want to win a championship, man. And when he hates somebody, he truly hates them. And he gonna do everything to show it. And I just feel like his promo game has always been on point. You got the social media stuff, like Tank said. And, it's just, he has the move sets and all and everything in the ring to go along with it. So I just feel like, he's definitely had his shortcomings over the last couple of years or so. And I think it's about time for him to actually get that championship back and actually have a legit run with it, with fans in the in the stands and all that stuff now, not COVID. And so we'll see what happens on SmackDown with the Street Sages of Hell match.
What constitutes as a legit run?
I'll say a minimum of 4 months for a heel.
You crazy as hell. You forget about it.
What?
He is not. They are not finna give him that title going into WrestleMania. They are not. I could tell you that right now.
He ain't in the promos. You got to remember that.
He got a month tops. He got a month being champion tops, and they're gonna switch that.
He's gonna move to that elimination chamber.
Yep, that's exactly what I was gonna say, Teddy.
Right back over to Cody, bro. So you can forget about it.
Hey,
I mean, it's gonna be fun.
Title defense win at Royal Rumble, and then he will lose at Elimination Chamber.
Yep,
I can see that.
Go ahead, Teddy Long.
Ready for me? Because y'all, I like y'all list. I love the Naomi. I like the Drew. But y'all can't sit here and tell me that they were heel of the year. If we're talking heel of the year, we're talking in the ring, out of the ring, promos always fire. And somebody made a mention of when they really don't like somebody, they really don't like somebody. How can y'all not pick Seth Rollins? That man was a fucking menace to CM Punk all fucking year. And what he did to that man at SummerSlam was the most heelish. This man faked an injury on social media world fucking wide to the point that the locker room didn't know he was faking. You know how pissed how pissed your coworkers is at you? They were pissed. They talked about it on all the interviews. They were pissed at that man. That man faked it on social media, even with his child. You talk about seeing the promo to the little kid. You brought your kid in this. You brought your child into this. Mm-hmm. Faked everybody the fuck out.
Yeah.
So the writer team, whoever wrote that story, whoever came up with that storyline and kept it going, bro, that was the most diabolical heel turn, or not even a heel turn. That was just the most heelish move you could do of all year. He made sure he made that man hell of getting that world championship. And if it wasn't for the fact of him getting hurt, CM Punk would not have the title.
That's true. All right, so I'm gonna go. with somebody that's a little bit younger, is the future, but is totally somebody that is going to be in this heel conversation, but is going to turn babyface and be the biggest babyface in the company. I have no doubt about it. Dom Mysterio, y'all, had a hell of a 2025. And I think that he deserves all the credit in the world. I 2024 and 2025. I think he deserves all the credit in the world. The biggest pop of WrestleMania wasn't even Joe Hendry. It was Dom Mysterio winning the Intercontinental Championship. And I think everybody was jacked about that and excited about it. And again, like I said, Dom Mysterio he's been a double champ. He's got the girl. He's the guy that everybody wants to be, but also hates at the same time. So again, like I said, Dom Mysterio to me had a hell of a 2025. And again, I put him down as holding world championship gold in 2026, y'all. I think it's gonna happen.
I don't know about. I will say, Virgil, I love your where you're going with that. What worries me is Dom is still young. I mean, shit, I think he's still younger than all of us.
Yeah.
I think he's still. I'm pretty sure by probably a year or two at least.
He's 28.
Yeah, he's 28. So like the man is
How
still.
old is Brian Breaker?
29 or they're going on 30, one or the other.
But either way, like
28.
I think all of us can agree with those two.
It's gonna be hard for him to get that title with Brian Breaker push.
WWE is in good hands moving forward with those two. Just off basis of those two and how young they are, and then potentially MJF joining, hopefully. But yeah, like so, I think WWE is in really good hands.
Yeah, Javon Evans needs to fight Dom Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship, and he needs to beat him for that title.
Yes,
he needs to beat him for that title. I think that would be amazing to see. So, those are those are our thoughts on that one. All right, guys, we're moving on to the next one. The next category: Rivalry of the Year. That's right, Rivalry of the Year. Every year, there are hundreds of rivalries that are written. Some make it to television, some don't. However, we want to make sure that we have the rivalry of the year picked out. So, Coach, go ahead. Who is your rivalry of the year?
This one was tough. I had two in mind. Came to this conclusion. The first one being the rivalry of Triple H's booking versus Cena's retirement tour, and then have Teddy Long mentioned Seth versus CM Punk, and that's where I think I got to go more towards is Seth and CM Punk, because maybe they're on better terms backstage, but if you want to sell straight up each other, what these two do best, and hey, it creates money. That's what CM Punk wants. He's not here to make friends. He's here to make money. And anytime it's Seth and CM Punk, it's always money. Even no matter what they do, whether it's hashing out something old or just straight up talking something new, like bringing their wives into the rivalry. I think that brings something fresh, and this is definitely something that's going to continue for the next, probably while they're both in the company.
I like that. Tank, who are you choosing?
Damn, Coach. You took mine. I think Punk Rollins, and this isn't me. Like, this isn't a, like, I'm so happy about. I mean, let's be. I mean, I got to shoot here a little bit. It went entirely too long. To be honest, I think there was just a bunch of. I mean, they did revive it with bringing in the wives. They brought in that factor. However, to me, I wanted more. Like they had those sort of face to face. They had those face to faces, right? They had those, but I really want to see them in the and I don't think there's a chance at this point, but I really want to see them in a main event, just those two of WrestleMania. And I think those two could have some of the best promos and some of the best like face-offs leading up to that moment. But then they had to throw in Roman Reigns, of course, this past year. But yeah, I love the rivalry. I think it could very well near its end. I'm sick and tired of this whole division thing. I'm glad that they kicked out Rollins, and so maybe we'll see more of a change on that front. But yeah, I got to go with Punk and Rollins, but it's not because it's my favorite. It's because it was a money draw for sure.
That's fair. Go ahead, Big Daddy C. Who you choosing for rivalry of the year?
Hey, look, this is why I Tank one of my brothers, man. Like we be in sync on a lot of shit, and it continues with this one. And so yeah, Punk and Rollins, man, it's just everything, not just this year, but like everything that led up to this year. Like just knowing that there was real life hatred. I know they probably a lot in a better space now, just from a bit like business standpoint, but like just how heated the rivalry was from the get-go, and like Teddy Long said, you know, Seth Rollins faked the injury and then came back at SummerSlam just to cash in on CM Punk, you know, and so he wants to make CM Punk's life a living hell any way that he can. And so I just feel like, you know, there's no rivalry that has been able to top this one. Maybe Drew and Cody. I just don't think it has been going on as long for it to be the rivalry of the year. But yeah, I got to roll with Rollins and Punk.
All right, Teddy Long, who you got?
I was actually going to go. I mean, of course it really is Seth and CM Punk. But I was going to go Drew and Cody only because, like, even though you can say that they haven't been going at it all year, the shit that they've done together for the times that they have gone at it has been enough to suffice, in a sense of like the home stuff, the matches at Saturday Night Main Event, or the stipulation changes, or you know the Claymore through the table, or you know it all has this storytelling. And Drew is a good storytelling partner, because if it wasn't Drew and Cody, it was Drew and CM Punk, and if it wasn't Drew and CM Punk, it was Drew and somebody else. Like he's good at his storytelling, but I would say Drew and Cody would be the alternate, but you know it's Seth and CM Punk. And then an honorable mention would be Twitter rivalry between Javon Evans and Ricochet.
Yeah. You know. Ricochet also, I really liked his work against the Hurt Business this last past year. I also liked MJF's work with the Hurt Business this last past year. Both of those rivalries in AEW, I enjoy both of those. I think Ricochet turning down the Hurt Business and then, like I said, and doing this and everything like that and getting everybody's nerves was great. And then, of course, you also got to look at MJF's work with the Hurt Business, with actually joining the Hurt Business. That was so much fun for the short time it lasted. MJF being a part of the Hurt Business, and him and MVP, and MVP's like, listen, Maxwell, I like you. I like you, but Bobby Lashley hated that man. And don't forget, Maxwell Jacob Friedman has the Triple B now, but I really feel like him and Bobby Lashley are going to have to fight for that title, and I can't wait to see it, because Bobby Lashley really does hate MJF. Like I believe it goes deep within their core. And that is a big money title match right there.
Why he don't like MJF?
Who?
Why he don't like MJF?
I don't know if he like actually doesn't like him, but like the storyline wise, Bobby Lashley really don't fuck with MJF like at all. Like Shelton Benjamin was won over by the gifts. P always liked him. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Because MVP knew him in the Indies, and they were cool even then. But what's the name? Hates him. Like it's to the core, and it's hilarious. It's such good television. The dynamics, because they had to do the thumbs up on if or not he was going to join the Hurt Syndicate or not, and every single time Bobby Lashley looked at that man like he wanted to beat his ass every time. So it was just always great television. I really and thoroughly enjoyed it. What those two were able to do on the chemistry. But if we're gonna go to who had the story of the year, I don't want to give it to a specific person. I want to give it to the United States Championship. That United States Championship Open Challenge for 6 months carried SmackDown. It was literally the only watchable thing on SmackDown. Between Sami Zayn, and then between Ilya, and then between who's champion? Oh no, and then now with I'm hoping Melo.
Fatu was before.
I'm hoping Melo is what's Solo was before him. Then Fatu was before
Solo
him.
was only the changing because they took it off of Jacob.
Right. But
overall, like, yeah, I get what you mean.
The
quality of matches that title scene for open challenges were astronomical, because you had Ilya and Tommaso, you had Ilya and Carmelo, you had Sami Zayn and Carmelo, you had Sami Zayn and Tommaso, you had Sammy and Ilya, you had Sammy and John Cena, you had fucking Ilya and fucking Johnny
Gargano.
You had Solo and Sammy. You had like the matches we seen for that title was crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's I for a mid-card championship, they really made that title mean something. And I understand that Dom holding the IC title is good for business, so I'm not hating on it, but I just felt like, you didn't know on SmackDown if that title was going to change hands or not. And I really appreciated the open challenge because it just gave a different element of surprise. So that's why I wanted to give that the story of the year. All right, so here we go with the next one, y'all. Show of the year. There were PLEs, there were pay-per-views, there were special. What?
Hold on. The list you said, I mean, there was best show. Don't get me wrong. But you said best story of the year, US. I feel like, yeah, US Championship was one, but I feel like we had some more storylines.
Yeah.
I feel like we had some more storylines.
Yeah, we had some good storylines this year.
Yeah.
Did I skip one?
You made an executive.
Yeah, you went.
Yeah,
you were supposed to give us rivalry of the year.
Teddy Long. Yeah. Hey, repeat. I feel like deja vu a little bit. Deja vu. He leaves a little bit out here,
and I feel like
just a little bit.
I feel like my Alzheimer's is kicking in. Kiss my
Thank
ass.
you.
All right.
Oof.
Because you were supposed to give rivalry of the year, and you jumped straight into story of the year.
Okay,
yeah.
Coach, go ahead. Rivalry of the year.
No, we already did rivalry of the year.
Oh no, story of the year.
Good. Oh man,
come on, Grandpa.
He's stroking out, guys.
I'm tired of this shit.
Story of the year. Who had the best story this year? Go ahead, Coach.
All right, I'm gonna go with something that kind of got lost in the shuffle throughout the year, but to me it was kind of groundbreaking, and that was the TNA Invasion storyline on NXT, because we got to see some former WWE stars that were their own names that wasn't their WWE names, like Matt Cardona, Frankie Kazarian, Nick Nemeth. You see all of these guys that you are familiar with, but now you can't call them by what you see in WWE. And
unless you're John Cena.
Unless you're John Cena, correct. But it just was really fun storyline, and I think they could have done more with it. But the route that they did go, I was satisfied with that. But definitely an underrated storyline this year, and it was one of my favorites, the TNA invasion of NXT.
To jump on what Coach just said, I feel like they played it smart only because they were doing everything they needed to do to get the TV rights deal. And now that they got the TV rights deal and they're not ending their partnership with WWE, I feel like we'll see a lot more TNA, NXT, PLEs, co-ops, all type of stuff just because they got the talent to do it. And truth be told, that gives NXT more TV time in a sense versus the main roster stuff, because you're only going to pick up maybe 2 or 3 people at a time to go to the main roster versus what you could do at TNA, like have Dark State come and mess up tag matches, or you got Leon and Javon and AAA fighting. So you got a lot of partnerships.
I like it. Tank, who you got?
As much as I hate to say this, Virgil, I got one, and then I got an honorable mention. But I think the best storyline this year, after the bullshit, was Cena. I think that storyline overall depths. Who the fuck am I kidding? The best storyline of the year, gentlemen. We want Cross, and we still want Cross. I don't care what anybody says, whether he's in the Indies or not. Cross, good soldier. He is still killing it in the Indies, and if he's watching now, we still want you in WWE. We want Cross.
All right, Big Daddy C, who you got for story of the year?
Hey, Tank had us in the first half, not gonna lie.
And then he hit us with the
oh man. Hey, for me, yeah, I'm out the roll with Coach, man, with the NXT TNA invasion storyline. We hadn't seen nothing like that, in quite some time. I want to say more likely since the Alliance era, so I think it was pretty good to see. I know there's a partnership, so a lot of people may take it as like, it wasn't as impressive, but no, I enjoyed it. Seeing people from different brands or different companies on each other's show was great to see. And then they eventually did bleed out into the main roster with the whole Cena tournament shit. So I did enjoy that whole invasion. It's still going on. Like, they may do some stuff week in, week out. But I just enjoy what this partnership has brought. So I think that was a good story, the whole TNA NXT invasion storyline.
Yep, I agree. Go ahead, Teddy Long.
I concur with that storyline, but I also like the storyline of having Trick and A, when he was double champ, so Trick and A was a hell of a storyline because I do agree. I do believe that the TNA locker room didn't like him. I do believe that he kept his persona as being an asshole just to make everything better. And I mean, that's the WWE product and storytelling and being able to have your promos and stuff. And when he's out here, dropping diss records, whether it be to TNA wrestlers or it be to Petey Williams, or Butch, it makes for great TV, so.
I feel like you need it, though. Yeah, I feel like eventually down the line, like how many of our favorites have been called assholes by a few, but great mentors by many? You know what I mean? And I think Trick Williams is going for that, and I think he will be that. Like, eventually, people will be like, Trick Williams backstage, he's the guy you want to go to.
Like Booker T.
Yeah.
Like like if we pay attention to wrestling right now, we're getting our reincarnations of some of our best and favorite wrestlers that we've had over the years and stuff like that. We got Trick Williams, who's our resident Booker T. We got
Braun Breaker being. I mean, he's
being Brock Lesnar and fucking Rhino at the same time.
That's
a good one.
I had to.
All right, no doubt, guys. Storyline of the year, best story of the year, whatever you want to call this, has got to be The Last Time Is Now tour. I believe that it evokes so much emotion from so many people, whether or not, you wanted John Cena to win title number 17, whether or not you wanted him to turn heel, or whether or not you did, whether or not you enjoyed the tournament or not. I believe all of that wrapped up into one created a lot of money, generated a lot of money, a lot of revenue, a lot of eyes, and it also gave us some incredible returns. It gave us some incredible returns that we never thought we would see, including Dolph Ziggler returning during The Last Time Is Now tournament. Also, we're getting Zack Ryder return back during The Last Time Is Now tournament also. So again, I appreciate what it did, what it allowed, and then of course the NBC show on Peacock also was great. Why was it great? Because it gave NXT talent a chance to be highlighted going up against WWE talent. And now look at them. Obafemi, as well as Joe Hendry, as well as Javon Evans. They're all being called up to the main roster because of the showings that these guys had during the show on Peacock. So again, like it? No. Love it? Probably not. But it was the best and biggest storyline of 2026 when it came to WWE. So
it would have been better without Gunther, but
I mean,
Gunther only advanced because Sheamus got hurt. I believe the original storyline was for Sheamus to also become a Grand Slam champion by beating John Cena.
Gunther tapping him out did nothing for me. It did nothing for anybody else. The dude is 38 years old now. I'm about over with the Gunther project, but that's just me.
Yeah, well, you better tell that to Triple H because you finna get a Gunther WWE title.
Man, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what we tell Triple H.
Another interception. Let's go. Good job, bro.
Play.
Damn.
Defense, hands to the face. Yeah, first down at the 2-yard line or the 1-yard line. It don't matter. Now they're about to score since you over there whooping. What's the next category?
Hey, Virgil, before we move on to the next category, once we get towards the end, can we throw in the impromptu category, the WWE Grinch of the Year?
Sure, absolutely. We need to do the hater of the year on this podcast too.
Who?
Ain't me.
Show
of the year. All right. So now we will go to show of the year, guys. Go ahead, Coach. Which was your show of the year?
Man, there were some really good ones this year. I think
George Kittle looks like a fucking weirdo behind him. I'm sorry, I thought I was muted. My bad.
I mean, AEW had some good ones with All In and Double or Nothing. And I really did like the Women's Evolution show. but I'm gonna go with the Elimination Chamber because I think that one, again, Cena's heel turn, but also you had some really solid matches. Not only that, you also had Jade coming in attacking Naomi. You had Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn's unsanctioned match, which honestly I thought was pretty tame for my liking. I thought it was going to be a little bit more extreme, but still very good. Um, yeah, it redeemed what was kind of an underwhelming Royal Rumble, and it actually got us excited for WrestleMania. Now they completely dropped the ball after this, but that initial moment felt so good of like, okay, we're back in 2025 or 2024 storytelling here, getting ready for WrestleMania 40. It's going to be just like this for 41, but it never came that way, unfortunately.
Okay. What you got, Tank?
Sorry, I just had to admire a good touchdown when I saw one.
Too bad it wasn't Jordan Love, right?
It doesn't need to be Jordan Love to whip your guys' ass. Let's see. Wait, where'd C go?
I think his phone. I think he's having phone trouble. See, he'll be back on. He'll drop back in.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Best show. We had to wait all year for it, gentlemen. We had to wait all year for it, but we finally got it. It's the night my boy MJF returned to AEW. When my boy MJF show, no other storylines in AEW matter. I don't care if you're an AEW fan. I don't care if you're not an AEW fan. When MJF is on the television, you shut the fuck up and you listen, because MJF has some shit to tell you. And that is why MJF's return will be the best show for me.
Okay. All right. Big Daddy C, who you got?
Yeah, I'm
Teddy Long. I fucking heard that, by the way.
Oh, my bad. I thought I was muted.
I heard. Shit. Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with Coach.
Who's during that cockfest right there? God, he was on this ball sack. But all right.
Pretty much the same thing. The heel turn and the matches, elimination chamber matches themselves, were pretty solid. Even the preliminary matches were pretty good. So yeah, I'm gonna have to roll with elimination chamber.
Okay, I like that. Teddy Long, who you got?
I think I'm gonna go with SummerSlam Night 1.
Okay,
especially with Seth Rollins dropping the cane and coming back and doing what he did. Yeah, that one, or NXT Stand and Deliver was a pretty good showing. I'm always a big fan of like Stand and Delivers, or what's the other one they have? When I actually liked it when they used to do War Games, but we got it in the main roster now. But I would say Stand and Deliver and Night 1 SummerSlam.
Okay, I actually don't have a favorite pay-per-view or PLE of the year this year. I am foregoing.
He's gonna suck John Cena's dick here.
No, shut the fuck up. For me, it just, none of the shows fully really did it for me. Like I said, obviously last year we all know WrestleMania 40, I think, was far and away the best show of the year because of all that it brought to the table. But this year, I mean, like I said, I wasn't paying money to see AEW shows, so I didn't watch a lot of their PLEs. and then WWE, you know, like their show sucked this year. Like there was no show to me that was top to bottom. I was like, wow, this is a great show.
They're too damn long, man. They're too damn long.
And for the WWE shows, they're just as long as the AEW shows with twice as little matches. It's like a match, and you got 30 minutes of nothing but promo. It's like, dude, what the hell? Like, I'm not trying to sit here and watch 30 minutes of and now on the ESPN app, the screen goes dark. You go to a waiting screen. I feel like I'm playing PS1. You know, like I said, you got to sit there for a waiting screen.
You gotta pay the cost to have that black screen, cuz. You gotta pay the cost to have that black screen, cuz. I see what kind of fan you is. I be watching the motherfucking infomercials they be having left and fucking right. You gotta pay the cost. You gotta pay the cost.
Man, no, I paid that cost on Peacock. I'm not paying that cost on ESPN. Fuck them. But like I said, you got to sit there and wait on the loading screen for the next part of the match part. I was just like, man, you know what? I can't get jiggy with this shit. So
hey, they had you waiting like 2K that loading screen on 2K17, huh?
Yeah, George. Stupid, man. It was stupid. I hated it. All right, y'all. So we're gonna move on to the next topic because we are we're gonna do match of the year. All right, we're at 1 hour 6 minutes, so we gotta hurry this along. Don't be long-winded with everything. All right, Coachman, go ahead.
All right, I'm going with Anarchy in the Arena at AEW Double or Nothing, just because of all the chaos, and I loved it.
I like it. Tank.
Cody versus Cena, and at SummerSlam when Cody, I think it was SummerSlam. Cody won the title. I think that was great storytelling and a great finish to that little storyline that they had, for sure.
Got you. Big Daddy C.
The match of the year for me.
Man, this bitch.
Hey man, shut up, ho.
You're only going to look at who he picked.
Yeah,
he can't even remember his shit.
Hey man, shut your ass up. Swerve versus Ospreay 2 at the whole blockbuster shit that AEW does every year. Like we saw what match 1 was like between those two. And for them to have match 2, even though it wasn't for a championship, I still think that the stakes were pretty high. I think the match was whoever wins they gotta like join like whoever's team or some shit like that. But it ended in a no contest. It went the full 30 minutes. It was an all-out match and between the two. And like they tore the fucking house down, man. We know what Ospreay does. We know what Swerve does in the ring. Anytime those two lock it up, man, it's just amazing to see. So I believe, to me, that was the best match I watched all year.
All right.
Tag along, bro.
God damn, that was a fucking thesis you gave on that goddamn match. Shit.
What happened?
You gave a thesis when you were supposed to give an Easter speech. And you gave a thesis. You said we had 1 hour and 6 minutes, and you want to go hour long. My match, Cena versus AJ Styles.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like it.
All the callbacks.
I'm going Cody versus Kevin Owens for the Undisputed Championship. The ladder match at Royal Rumble 2025.
Okay. I was there.
I
was there for that.
Yeah, that match to me was fire. I really thoroughly enjoyed that match so much. So, all right. Let's move it along, folks. Here we go. Next up, we got Breakout Star of the Year. Breakout Star of the Year. Who you got, Coach?
No, Javon Evans.
Yep.
That boy bouncy. I think that's
who you got, Tank?
Yeah.
Oh, that was. I got 2. One of them is Dirty Dom.
Okay.
For sure. Breakout in terms of everything. But the next one I'm going to need your guys' help with, and it's say his name, and he appears.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry. So those are my two for sure.
For me, Javon Evans.
Okay. Who you got, Teddy Long?
Javon. And Leon Rush.
Thank you. Well, hold on, wait. Is his name Leon? I don't think it's Leon Rush, is it?
Yeah.
It's Slater. Leon Slater.
Leon Slater, my bad.
Leon Slater. You think about Leo Rush,
right?
You're thinking of Leo Rush.
Yeah, he's thinking Leo Rush.
No.
You talk about that dude that just yelled over Bobby Lashley's theme.
Lashley. The way you said
Lashley.
it. Lashley.
What you got, Virgil?
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do for Breakout Star of the Year. I want to give it to Joe Hendry. Also, I think him being at WrestleMania, answering the challenge of Randy Orton, I think that was really cool. So, to move on from there.
Honorable mention.
They rushed her. Had she been debuting now when the rest of the guys are being called up, I think she would have been a little bit more ready. But to rush her and in the same calendar year, not only hold the Women's North American Championship, the Women's NXT Championship, and the Women's World Championship all in the same year, I think is a rush. That's a rush. And not the good rush either.
It ain't her fault that she didn't got in the ring with some booty ass people like Nikki fucking Bella who don't know how to fucking sell shit. Okay,
yeah, that bitch.
Preach it, Cody. Preach it.
What we gonna do? Because what we not gonna do is disrespect Stephanie Vaquer like she don't put on some grade A fucking matches. When she with the right people, she puts on grade A fucking matches. It just so happens to be on Monday Night Raw, or it be she ain't gotta cut no fucking promo. She fucking chilling and thick as fuck. She don't need it.
If you go to World Champion, you got to be able to cut a promo in English and get me hype about
it. She can sit in there and do this all fucking day as long as she hit the double kiss. I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah.
You know what it is. Next.
All right, we're going headed to the next one. All right, good people. Oh, I already did match of the year, didn't I?
Yep.
Okay.
Awkward.
Did that one too.
We did Breakout Star of the year already.
Hey, this is what happens. Hey, this is what happens when you don't have Teddy Long and Tank in the intro.
Women's Wrestler of the Year. Who you guys choosing for your Women's Wrestler of the Year? And you better not say Stephanie Vaquer.
Stephanie fucking Vaquer. I'll say
Stephanie Velcro.
Or however you say it, Vaquer. Or however you say that.
Yeah.
Velcro.
Yeah. Stephanie Vaquer. That's who.
Is that really who you choosing?
Yes.
Ooh, you choosing?
Wait, who else is choosing that?
You heard what the fuck he said?
All right, Coach, go ahead. Who you choosing?
All right, I'm going with Io Sky.
This motherfucker of the year.
Hey, who's the push away? Hey, Big Daddy C said this motherfucker right here.
I'm sorry,
tell you,
sorry.
Bro.
I'm sorry.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh, Coach. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Coach.
Hey, let's show Io Sky beef, bro. I'm sorry, we gotta answer this because that was just crazy,
bro.
He did go ham real quick, didn't he?
Lynch. Like if anybody else said Becky Lynch, I'm flipping my fucking computer and I'm getting off. I swear to God. I swear to God, I will leave the fucking pod on the dot if you say fucking Becky Lynch. But
who, me?
Anybody.
Nah, you can say some shit like Jade Cargill.
Come on, Tank. Who you choosing?
Yeah, Tank.
Tony Storm.
Yeah. There you go.
Tony, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
I'll go with Tony Storm. Also, honorable fucking mention. Sky.
You better not say Scarlet. You better not say fucking Scarlet.
Love you, Coach.
Scarlet.
Sky is my honorable mention.
Mm.
Here we go, boys.
Big Daddy
Here we go.
Your boy
already said Stephanie. Stephanie Vicaire.
He tripping.
Stephanie Vicaire.
This mother right here tripping.
All right.
I'm going with the Women's United States champion, Chelsea Green, with an honorable mention of fucking Naomi, only because she outdo the pregnancy. Because Big Jim like the Netflix and chill.
That he does. I like it.
That he does.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Chelsea Green. Also, I think she had a great year. And I think that, like I said, she is definitely somebody that you can see just growing, and hopefully she gets a world title run. And shout out to Chelsea Green because she retweeted and also put her my stuff on her Instagram story from the interview I did with Emily Saxton. So shout out to Chelsea Green on that. Appreciate you, honey. All right. Men's wrestler of the year.
I got to piss, boys, so we got to hurry this up.
Men's wrestler of the year.
Come on. Rapid fire. Come on.
This one's going to be a little bit controversial. I'm going with Dom Mysterio as the wrestler of the year.
I can vibe with that. Tank. Don't say MJF.
Or Carry.
I'm going to say him as my main. Cody Rhodes is my main with honorable mention MJF, baby.
There you go. That's fair. Big Daddy C, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going to roll with Cody.
Okay. All right, who you got, Teddy Long?
Cody, Raheem, Rose. With an honorable mention of fucking Javon Evans, because that motherfucker has been running a gauntlet of Raw, NXT, SmackDown, and AAA and TNA, all in the same concurring weeks.
Okay. I'm not mad with it. I'm going to go ahead and shock the world. I'm going to choose Obafemi as the wrestler of the year this year. Why? Because Obafemi has held down NXT all year long, and he is the man, and he is about to be given the keys to the kingdom.
Man, hell no. No, you of all people do not get to say Obafemi after you.
Because he be hating on Obafemi every week.
For real, man.
Every week in, week out, he hate on Obafemi.
Yeah,
we want you to know.
Hell no.
This
you do not get to say Obafemi.
Be hating on you, bro.
No. Hell no.
You should pick. You should be picking El Grande Americano. That's who you should pick.
Virgil, you might as well.
Fine. El Grande Americano is my pick. No, Gunther's my pick. How about that?
No.
How about this?
You.
How about this? John Cena is my pick. That's right.
I thought that was
17-time world heavyweight champion.
The never seen 17.
Never will be again because they don't have any fucking piss poor champions.
All right, y'all. Well, AC, what was that that last category you wanted to add in before we close out the show?
The WWE Grinch of the year.
I'll be right back.
The WWE Grinch of the year.
Go with me last.
The person who you think steals the joy from you every time they pop up on your TV screen.
Gunther.
Okay.
Becky Lynch.
Nikki fucking Bella.
Oh, yes.
Every time that hoe is on my screen, boy.
Hey, tell me how you really feel about her, Big Daddy C.
Bro, man. Only reason she back in WWE wrestling because she owe her ex-husband money. Let's call it for what it is. She got to pay money to her ex-husband. She ain't got no other job anywhere else. Total Bella's been over with. So, man, I digress. Go ahead. Go ahead, Coach.
I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth. Nikki Bella. Anytime she's on the screen, I question, why is she on my screen? And then I lose interest in the entire segment.
Or Becky Lynch.
She's getting up there for me, for sure.
No, she's been there.
This defense gets ran through
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Becky Lynch is the ultimate cheat code to a snooze fest between her and Laura Valkyria matches. I just want to throw that out there, and you can fight me if you want to. I don't give a damn. But them two on a match together or on my screen, I'm going to sleep.
I heard.
I mean, Lyra does need
Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria put me to sleep.
I heard Nikki Bella, and I went to take a piss break. So
you could have kept
so far for the course.
Yeah, exactly. You get
shows up. It's piss break time.
Had to finish that off.
You guys are hilarious.
To answer your question, Teddy Long, my issue is not so much as with EO Scott personally. It's just with Damage Control as a staff record label and as a crew. I just can't. I can't.
Okay, dude. If you're gonna quote,
it was just too much. It was just too much for me to handle during the Damage Control days. It was just too much, man. I group all of them together, including Bailey, from every now and then. Even though she big booty Bailey, but we're not gonna talk about that.
God, go ahead. She can sit on my face any day of the week.
Oh yeah, same here.
All right. And on that note, y'all, we appreciate you guys for tuning in to another episode of the WeBookit podcast and the WeBookit Award ceremony.
Hopefully next time me and Tank are in the opening credits.
I can't wait.
You neither one of y'all might not be a part of the show next year. We'll see. All right. On that note, goodbye.
Okay.
I've been